Roles carry a large responsibility, not just for people holding them, but how they reflect on other people that have that same role. Throughout this case, you're going to hear the defendant's lawyer constantly try to say it was an accident. He copied the copy pasta from another server and forgot that he had it. But what about when he copied it? Was it an accident when Mr. Dongle copied that friggin' copy pasta? Where does responsibility step in? When do we accept that a head grab is more than the sum of their parts, but the actions they take and the grammar they choose? The defense is going to try to lead you to a different conclusion that their client, absolved of all wrongdoing, is just a head crab who made a simple mistake. But habits are no mistake, fellow head crabs. Habits are what define our past. They predict where we'll go in the future. They spell out who we are. And we will prove through evidence and witness testimony that the acts that brought Mr. Dongo today before you were no accident. They were preventable and predictable outcomes of a young man with plenty of time on his hands and very little parental supervision. Mr. Dongo is here before you to fight for his freedom. Is he worthy of your mercy? That's going to be for you guys to decide. Thank you.
Although I must add that Mr. Dongle is currently absent from this court, so he will be represented by a proxy by somebody else.
I believe it's Mo Sislak, Your Honor. I believe Mo is the defendant's lawyer.
Mo Sislak. Okay, Mo, you will be
are
representing Mr. Dongle here, and what you say will decide his fate from this day forward. Okay, let's move on to the testimonies and by the mods of the server. So let's start with that.
Your Honor, shouldn't the defense have their opening statement, or at least their say? Like they are the defense, but they deserve the right to make an opening statement.
Do they need to have? All right, okay, go on, Mo. What do you have to say?
Well, dear headcrabs of the jury, today I will try to prove to you that my client is being accused of something that he, knowing the context and given the
Mo can't hear you right now. Just so
I
you
can.
know. Oh, you
I
can?
can.
Okay.
I can. Yeah, no problem.
all right, that's excellent.
Okay.
Given the context of the channel that is being talked in, and given that it's been said that he disturbed the peace by his message, I will prove to you that the such thing couldn't be possible with a copy pasta of this state of this class. We'll see how this channel is constantly being inundated with this kind of messages, and that my client did nothing different from anyone else, and it's just a server trying to pin an innocent man to a crime that he did not commit.
So, on basis of the channel being one massive stir of hypocrisy.
Exactly.
It's a strong accusation. Strong accusation. Drilly, do you have any witness or evidence to support these claims by Mr. Sislak?
Well, I'd like to say that I've been called out here to be a witness on what Mr. Skippy Dongle, whatever that's the name. Yeah, whatever. I'm being called here as a witness to justify. Okay. Yeah. So this person, as I saw, there should be a chat zone, that he sent a copy pasta as the head crab claim, which really has disturbed the peace of the server. It wasn't just any normal copy pasta that you see. It was really straight attack on the people who are who we are referring to as homosexual.
Do we have an exhibit of evidence to support this claim of this homophobic copy pasta?
Roger, Your Honor. We have the exhibit right here.
Please post the exhibit on the court channel. Thank you.
Just a moment. All right, dropping the exhibit now.
I see. Please, everybody of the jury, please pay attention to the exhibit posted on the court channel. This is what the accused has posted on the memes and shit posting channel, which is it's an important channel there, because while it's not general, it could be defined as shit posting. So Mo, is there any anything you wish to say about the exhibit that Mr. Lawyerman has posted on the court channel?
Yes, I would like to. Well, as I previously stated, I want to prove that, this is no a special case on the memes and shit posting channel. That is actually a quite common occurrence, and that in fact many such cases have happened before, and the server has paid no attention to them. But for some reason, Skippy here is being pinned down, and for that, I wanted to see if I could show my own evidence of another case of somebody posting a similar statement on that channel and not being prosecuted nor charged of anything. Could I?
Yes, of course. Please, if you
no
have
objection.
evidence,
No objection, Your Honor.
All
please,
right,
if you have evidence, exhibits, please post.
I will.
Let me see. See. And this Mr. Burrito has gone unpunished for this action.
Correct.
I take it.
It's still very much
Okay.
to this day posting on memes and shit posting.
Okay, Julie, is there anything that you wish to say in contrary to what Mr. Sislak has posted?
So, Your Honor, when you say jury, are you talking about server? Server does wish to counter the defense's previous statement.
If the server wishes to counter the statement, then please post.
Roger, Your Honor, we're dropping evidence. We asked for this actually to be entered in as evidence during discovery. We're dropping in history of Mr. Dongle's chat logs from Virtual Girlfriend channel. This is it speaks for itself, Your Honor. So if you'll just look in the court channel, you'll see that there's not only repeat offenses from Mr. Dongle in count 1, but also in count 2 as well. The count saying that he's using poor grammar, as we can see here. He's
Yes.
repeatedly we're repeatedly seeing him in violation of count 1 and count 2. So this was not just a single incident in a bubble. Mr. Dongle has been given multiple opportunities here to turn himself around, but it seems that, as you can see, that there's evidence of him violating both count 1 and count 2 repeatedly.
I see. And on point number 2 of the poor grammar, do we know Mr. Dongle's original nationality and first language?
No, Your Honor, that's never come out during discovery, and server never requested that information.
Okay, that's something to think about. But as there's no evidence to the contrary, the burden of proof lies on anybody trying to.
If I can speak, point out
Yes.
something. The message that Skippy Wi-Fi dongle, the message that he sent, the copy pasta, reads as copy and paste this text if you're massively homophobic. Now, if he isn't, why would he copy it in the first place? It doesn't only say paste the message if you're it says copy and paste, which means that he did it intentionally after he read the message.
I am not sure I 100% follow with that statement. Do you care to elaborate?
If we return back to the evidence that Robert Douglas has,
Yes, I see. Yep.
And as the defendants say that he sent it in the memes and shit posting channel as a shit post, something not be taken seriously. Well,
yes.
Let's return back to where he got it from. It doesn't matter which server he got it from, but he definitely copied it following that message.
Yes.
Like, he copied it on the claims that he is massively homophobic, because the message reads That's that. Is that clear?
That is wide and clear now. I fully understand what you are insinuating. And Mr. Sazlak, do you have anything to say about what Drilly has just mentioned?
I would.
Server is not understanding quite what Mr. Sislak is getting at, Your Honor. We wish for
Mr.
him to
Sazlak or
elaborate.
Drilly?
Mr. Sizak, so Drilly is just a witness. Drilly is not acting as part of in the server or the defense. He's a witness. We request that Drilly
Unfortunately,
only be called on if defense or if server actually asks for his testimony.
Unfortunately, server isn't being supremely active, so we're going to have to take multi-roles here.
I am server, Your Honor. I am server.
Oh.
If you feel that I could be more active, I'll be happy to. But I am representing the server, Your Honor.
Forgive my ignorance. I assumed the server meant the something else. So that's cleared up. Sorry for that. Okay, please continue.
About my
What? Sorry, server. What was Mr. Sazak not being fully clear about? What's your confusion?
All of it, Your Honor. If he could just say again one more time what he said, maybe some of it just wasn't coming through. But if you could just say it again one more time, we didn't understand what his argument was.
Mr. Sazak, please elaborate.
I was arguing that first of all, there seems to be some hypocrisy going on in here due to there being several incidents like this from other people in the server that have happened repeatedly. Yet, for some reason, the server does not take action on them. But this action by by my client somehow managed to be noticeable enough to be brought to court, and it seems a little bit weird to me. And given what Drilly you just said, talking about his intent, I wanted to ask the people here on the jury to ask themselves: you've probably posted stuff on a meme shit posting that you probably don't agree with. You don't have to agree with what you post to find it funny. And that same way, what my client posted, he does not agree with it, yet he find it comedic, so he decided to post it. Drill is trying to put some intention behind it, so trying to say that he was willing, was doing it willingly to try to claim his homophobia publicly, but he doesn't know that. How could he know that? He doesn't know what my client was meaning when he posted that message.
Your Honor,
so-
Your Honor, several wishes to counter that. It sounds like defense is trying to argue that their client was being singled out simply by having the rules enforced against them. Your Honor, the server is not a utopia. We're not going to catch every single violation of rule breaking in the server. Certainly, the mods will try, but we're not a utopia, and we're not robots, Your Honor. Certainly, the mods try their best, but if someone is caught breaking a rule, that's not evidence of them being singled out. That's evidence of them violating a rule or breaking a rule and being put in the server jail. It's not being singled out simply because as we've already shown, there are repeat examples of the defense violating count 1 and count 2. Count 1 being the ship posting, and count 2 ship posting in a non-ship posting fashion, and count 2 of them using bad grammar. The argument that the defendant was singled out is preposterous, Your Honor.
Yes. Mr. Sislak, do you have any additional context for Mr. Burrito's post? Was there any moderators around at the time of this posting? Was there any replies to it, or was it just missed in the mass of messages?
There were moderators around texting that same chat when he posted that message, and nobody took any action against it. And this is not the only time it has happened. Actually, there is another user. There was another user that also posted a similar message, and he is a higher role, one of those that is manually given to users. they also posted a homophobic message. It was, of course, similar to what I'm arguing with my client, comedic in nature, but different is that he didn't get any kind of repercussion from it, unlike what my client is having to endure. Here on the
Yeah.
court channel, I will post an evidence towards what I said. We can see
Please.
Polyhedron posting a message that is we can assume is intended to be comedic, and he being a higher role than everybody else, a role that is given manually by the staff team. You would think that they would either enforce it uniformly and say that, well, even if it is supposed to be in a joking manner, they would enforce their homophobic rules, or they would just let it go, just as they would do my client, as I would hope.
Your
See,
Honor,
okay.
and counter to that, several wishes to counter that. So in the rules, it very clearly states at the bottom of the rules, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Very clearly states at the bottom, all members are equal, but some members are more equal than others. Your Honor, I believe that was taken from Animal Farm. In fact, I'm certain of it. But it's a paraphrase on the line in Animal Farm. But the point being, all members are equal, but some members are more equal than others. I feel that point speaks to itself. Shape has been in the server for a long time, and he certainly got that role because we enjoyed having him around here, and whoever promoted him, they certainly felt holding the laughs. I'm not holding any laughter, and I object to that, Your Honor. I wish to see Drilly as being combative. But moving on. May it be known that Shape is not on trial here. The burrito guy is not on trial here. The man on trial is Skippy Wi-Fi Dongle, and he's been and it's based on the evidence that the server is placed before you. We wish to keep it on that in those terms. Again, yes, Shape said certain things that have. But Burrito guy, Ancient Burrito said certain things. Have other users said certain things? Sure. We're not going to catch all of them, but we did catch this one, and we would like the jury and Your Honor to keep that in mind, that the man on trial is Skippy Wi-Fi Dongle.
Yes, Mr. Dongle is the one being accused here. Do have to elaborate that Mr. Lawyerman's point of, although evidence on the contrary of hypocrisy is not really that enforceable. So, although there has been cases of other people being or saying similar things in context to the messages being posted, they are worth keeping in mind, but they are not substantial for this case. So that being said, the case that Mr. Loyman brings upon of all members being equal, but some are more equal than others, is a highly valid one, and I do request that people here do bear that in mind when making your decisions. Mr. Sislak, in light of what has been spoken about, is there anything else that you wish to add?
Yes, there is. Ignoring the previous statement I've given regarding whether or not it is hypocritical for my client to be accused of this, I would still like to say that we are attempting to apply intent to what he posted, as the rules say, no homophobic content, and we are presuming that this message was posted for the sake of being homophobic, or at least publicly exclaiming his homophobia. But for that, we would need to know that my client was posting that message for that reason, and not for the sake of a comedic, say, post within the memes and shit posting channel. I know how the server is trying to pin down on him that he had that intent, or any other for the matter.
I see. Okay. Now I have pretty sure I've made my decision on this matter. Now, I would have normally posted it to the jury, but I don't think there will be a voting session here to say that if they're guilty or not guilty. So, if it's all right, I'm just gonna.
Your Honor, I do believe this was a jury trial. That's what we had why we had it as an event to inform.
Is this serious enough for it? Okay, fine. If you can think of a good way to.
Yeah, green check mark for they can say green check mark for being just as a reaction to like please check here if guilty or not guilty and give it like an hour. And if green check mark or red X gets one or more and just have them vote between the two, then he's whichever one they say.
I wonder if there is any commands in bots to do this, but if not, I'll just type it manually. In fact, server, would you be able to post that onto the channel for the reactions?
Did you want me to post that, Your Honor? Did you want me to post that? I didn't catch who you wanted to post that.
Yes, please. It seems I have been currently having technical difficulties using the web browser version, so I need somebody to post that.
Sure thing, Your Honor.
Okay. So we'll have the jury go and reconvene, and we'll catch up in approximately 1 hour. That will be 9:30 UTC, and we'll make our decisions once the jury's in. Thank you.